All right, hey, and welcome to another cellar raid here for Chicago Beer Pass.
Ow.
Yeah, so we got Dark Lord Day happening here, so we figured we'd dive into a couple Dark Lords that have been laying around for 7 years.
Ooh, nice and cold too, man.
So
You have a proper cellar. It's not just like, oh, come to this closet with all these fucking beers.
no, yeah, it's
Like
legit.
you have like a legit cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the 2010 and 2011 Chicago or Dark Lord Chicago Beer Pass. So I guess we have to open up the 2010 first. We got to say, do you remember 2010 Dark Lord? Do you remember that event 7 years ago?
I do. It was actually the first party I ever went to for craft beer. I mean, up to that point, we had just been drinking beers like on the metro train because we all worked in the burbs. And our buddies were saying, hey, if you like these beers, you need to come get your ass down to this party in Munster. So Dark Lord Day is actually the first party I ever went to.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't even know if I remember the 2010 Dark Lord.
yeah, I don't remember going home. I just remember waking up and I was at home.
Okay.
I remember that. It was one of those parties. But yeah, I just remember like just love in the air, man. Like everywhere you go, everyone you see, they can't wait to have you try this beer that they've been holding for this day. You know what I mean? I think that's the essence of Dark Lord Day right there.
Yeah. So opening this up, instantly got a whole bunch of what was it? Cellar notes, kind of oxidization.
Yeah, it hasn't really held up on the nose, man. It's got some legs on it.
Yeah. So a little tough there. Smells pretty sweet.
Yeah,
yeah.
you still get like super ripe cherries and a little booze there.
Let's see. Let's
Caraway? Caraway? No, I just like the word caraway. I don't get any caraway.
caraway to it. Oh yeah. So it's just kind of tastes like a syrup.
Yeah.
Like if you boiled your Dark Lord, you would kind of end up with this, like something that you could probably drizzle over ice cream. If it was
Yeah.
fresh, you wouldn't want to do this. All right, so 7 years. Dark Lord, green wax.
Somewhere between like unsweetened chocolate and like soy sauce.
Yeah,
Somewhere in between.
and it's thick. You can hear us like smacking our lips, like
Yeah.
just like your mouth does not appreciate what's happening here. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's got
I don't know. I'm gonna dump mine into this glass here.
yeah.
Probably won't
There's a very strange bitterness. Not like a
Yeah.
pleasant bitterness like, "Oh, I've got this 15% stout with sugars in it." And there's this pleasant bitter finish. It's just kind of dull and bitter.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, each one's 15%. So you would think this might hold up, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point in the wax. And, some years you get it and it's like cloyingly sweet, like over the top, cloyingly sweet. So I thought like it would,
Wax does nothing to keep the beer safe. Like
fucking-
that's a myth.
it's all smoke and mirrors, man.
Yeah, it just
It
looks
just
nice.
looks good.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
looks nice. So 2011, the year later, same thing. You just remember waking up.
I don't remember that party much at all. I think I saw you at that party. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say,
You were with High Five Nate. I saw you at that party for a brief second. This was back when it was always the last Saturday in April.
yeah,
All the time. And then these 2 years, 10 and 11, were kind of like perfect days to be outside. I remember this was before they took over the whole block, their industrial block like they do now.
Yeah.
Back then, this was primarily like, hey, we're hanging out in the parking lot and we're waiting to get in the brew pub. Because in the brew pub is where you can get everything on draft and you can try
Yeah.
vanilla and sit down and grab some grub.
this was, I think, even before Golden Ticket.
I think you might be right. I think Golden Ticket was 2012.
This might have been the last year where you could just show up and get the beer.
Yeah. You
Just get in line.
Yeah. You didn't need if there was an allotment, it was like 6.
Uh-huh.
And then you could buy previous years, you could buy whatever you wanted,
There was no variance
Yeah.
back then. Damn. So we're getting like the same color from that. I'm not surprised there. Like it's always gonna look the same.
Yeah, the story goes that he was tired of like Bourbon County and Indignant and Defender, like, winning all these awards. And he's like, listen, I'm going to make my own
Yeah.
badass stout.
Okay.
You know?
And both of these use Intelligentsia coffee, so this was pre
Oh,
dark matter
that's
days.
right.
So, yeah.
This smells a lot better.
It smells a little better, less basement aroma.
Like that,
A little bit of cardboard there. Let's give it a try. Less, I feel like a little less syrup.
yeah.
So there's like slight bit of flavor there.
I can appreciate that one a little bit more than I can the 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get those, almost get like a little vegetable pepper thing going. But at least at the end, it kind of finishes like a proper stout should, a little bit of roast. It's almost like a sweet stout, though. A little bit of roast, mostly sweet overtones, but some integrity there where it kind of reminds you of a nice, pleasant stout.
Yeah. And this one is less sticky in the mouthfeel. I'm not kind of like smacking my lips, kind of like trying to like get the taste out of there. So it's almost like a thinner body to it.
Yeah. A little bit of booziness on the finish. It coats the mouth nicely. Like, I'm not offended by this one,
But it's not good.
It's not good, but
It's
I'm
not
not
good.
like, I'm not upset at it, though.
Yeah. So even Bourbon County, they say 5 years is kind of their limit there.
Yeah.
And I would say if you're sitting on Dark Lords, it's probably going to be about the same thing. Like 5 years, like it's all gone. This is a beer with coffee in it. So why would you be sitting on it for that long? Like the coffee's gone within a year.
Yeah. That's probably the sweet spot for all the Dark Lords I've had.
5?
No, a year.
A year.
Like, just have them a year afterwards.
Because it's a little hot that first year. So maybe even just like 6 months is even probably pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This one I could give like I could drizzle it over some ice cream. This one.
Okay.
I don't think 2010 I would have my sample at a party and then I'd probably just be done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad that, we're opening these two up. We're having a little taste here. They didn't hold up, and we're probably going to dump these out.
Well, we're talking 7 years? 6 and 7 years
6
ago?
and 7 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah. $20 probably a bottle, so
Yeah.
just dumping $20 down the drain. $40. That's tough when you think about it. That's the worst part about selling your beer is when they don't taste good. When you go back to them, you're like, that was just money. I just wasted, right?
Yeah, and it's hard to move it too because everyone in the forums who's looking for it's going to know. Like, oh, 2010 is probably not something I want
It's not good. Yeah, you got to find.
splurge on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
This is good, though, man. I'm glad we try these,
yeah. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to hearing how the fresh one is and hopefully getting a taste of that. Always enjoy seeing how it each year holds up and what it tastes like.
Yeah, I'm excited that we're going to get to, in 7 days, we'll try 2017. And this will be on our minds a little bit when we try it. So
Yeah.
we'll get a chance to just reminisce a little bit.
Cool. Yeah, so that'll do it. We'll sip on these and probably go back to some Solemn Oath Pilsner here. Cheers.
Cheers.